Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Folks, the game that we've known about for basically forever, Splatoon Raiders for the Nintendo Switch 2, has been revealed. We have a release date, we have details, all sorts of fun stuff for the first ever Splatoon spin-off. We talk about it today. Welcome on into the Mario Matter, episode 189, folks. I am your host, Nintendo Switch 2 YouTuber EmSwizzle, and I'm excited for today. We start by going over Nintendo news from the past week. The Yoshi game also has some new details. Nintendo's being sued. What else is new? After that, my guest and I dive into Splatoon Raiders and our thoughts. Are we excited? What's the news? Let's talk about it. After that, the Q&A segment where you all ask us questions. And our guest today, I've lost count of how many times he's been on the show. Our most frequently recurring guest, that is Charlie, cdotkom. How is it going?
Oh my goodness. Save the fanfare.
Oh, man.
What time is it? I feel like it's still single digits.
No, this is like at least your 10th time on the podcast.
I'd say 9th.
9th, 10th.
I don't think it's the 10th yet. I think it's somewhere around there. But no, always good to be here. Always good to be here. I'm wearing my Splatoon shirt. That's how you can tell I'm a fan, because I buy merchandise.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely, I'm a big fan of the Splatoon like single player portions of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the multiplayer too, but yeah, it'll be fun to talk about.
Yeah, we will dive into that. I have some strong thoughts. I honestly like Splatoon is so weird. I didn't even know that your shirt for our video listeners was a Splatoon shirt. Like I would have just thought that was like a few lines squiggled, like all just mixed together. Like
no, it's a shirt from the game.
Oh,
Splatoon fashion is yeah, it's like ripped from the game. It's cool.
So you are the Inkling.
Kind of.
Okay, I'll just stop. Kind of. All right, let's dive in.
It's kind of.
Let's dive in, Charlie, to some Nintendo news. We got a little bit here. Aside from Splatoon Raiders, which we'll dive into in a minute, we have details on Yoshi in the Mysterious Book, the newest Yoshi game in the Yoshi series, Mario's 40th anniversary shebang-a-banza. We got all this going on, and I will read off some details that I've gathered from multiple press outlets describing what they think of the game. Yeah. We even got some new details this morning as of recording Thursday, and so I just made a few bullet points of like kind of what everyone is saying. So it's very obviously, by the art style, a cute Yoshi platformer, but they're saying like there's a lot more depth to the game, and it looks like a lot of the game is like puzzle solving more than it is platforming, like in Mario.
I took a look at it.
What are your thoughts?
And let me tell you, so I'm assuming this is being made by Good Feel, same folks who did Crafted World, Woolly World, and also Kirby's Epic Yarn.
And also Princess Peach Showtime.
And I think, true, forgot about that one. Banger game. I played that in a Princess Peach costume for 3 days straight. Anyways, though, so I was looking at it, and it very much reminds me of Kirby's Epic Yarn because I don't think you can take damage.
Yeah, there's no health bar.
There's no health bar, and you know what? I like that a lot, actually.
I guess, bro.
Because
like,
it's just, it reminds me of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and then going around doing different, different kind of puzzles, solving things. It's like Kirby's Epic Yarn and then Mario 64.
That's the vibe
in like a 2D sandbox style. Yeah. It's like an exploratory 2D platformer. It looks so neat.
I'm not going to lie to you, Charlie. As big of a Yoshi guy as I am, this looks like Good Feel making a Yoshi game targeted to toddlers.
Yeah.
With that said, I'm a toddler. Goo goo gaga. I'm in. I'm just so in. Like, give me this game, please. I like, even if it is like not made for kids, but like kids can very obviously enjoy it. If it's like a kid playable game, no health bar. I like chill games. I like not throwing a fit. You know, I talk about how I want challenge in games, but then I played Donkey Kong Country Returns and got to the final boss, which is not overly hard, but it's going to make you want to throw your controller at the TV. I got there.
Didn't mean not throw the control. Okay, well, I remember. I cannot make any analogy or any sort of comparison when it comes to difficulty in games because
You're pro.
I am not the average video game player. You know,
I probably am closer to that. So I'll take Yoshi having no health bar. And as I mentioned, a lot of people are saying it's like a lot of puzzle solving. It's brain work as opposed to get from point
it's
A
more
to
of
point B.
more of a puzzle platformer.
Yeah, which is cool. I feel like
Instead of just,
sorry.
your standard one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do think it's cool. I think it's definitely because if it was just another Yoshi game, you know, I feel like that was Yoshi's Crafted World to Yoshi's Woolly World. I do think that it's fun to change things up. I don't want to just play the same game over and over again. If I wanted to play Yoshi's Island again, I just go and play Yoshi's Island.
Right.
You know?
A lot of Nintendo is just point A to point B. So I'm glad this is. I'm sure it still is. Excuse me. Clearing of the throat over here. It is springtime. Allergies are very much so present. A lot of Nintendo's point A to point B, and this probably still will be. But I just feel like if they're mixing in a lot of puzzles, there's a lot of room for freshness. And they also say, a lot of these press outlets, that the gameplay gets more complex as you progress. I guess in the way of like you unlock more things to be able to do, and also like puzzles get harder. So it's pretty vague, but I guess like that's what they mean. Like you just get to do more later on in the game.
Yeah, and even with, I can see like some end game levels ramping up in difficulty, not necessarily because, you could die, but just like in order to make this one little discovery in the book or something, you have to do a very specific set of actions very fast, or something like that.
Some challenge.
I can think that's where the difficulty comes from, not statistical, I'm going to take damage, but you actually have to play the game better.
Yeah. It's some challenge for the non-children who are playing Yoshi. The pro gamers like you, Chuck. Anywho.
It'll be an optional challenge, if anything. Right? That's how Nintendo's always done things. Like you look at the final levels in like Mario Galaxy 2, 3D World, Odyssey. And then even the Yoshi, I believe Yoshi's Woolly World had a final level like that as well. And then there's the Kirby games, with obviously the true arena boss rushes that are always super hard.
Yeah, they love doing that
right?
stuff.
There's always challenge there, but it doesn't detract from the I guess core experience of the game, and it still makes it accessible for all skill levels to play through. And I think that's a really good approach to it, especially when you're as broad appealing as Nintendo is.
Yep. You gotta love it. Now this is a Switch 2 only game, $60 digital. Let's talk about that. Can we talk, like we've known this for a while, but I've not gotten your thoughts. Like the whole digital is $10 cheaper. Are we in favor of this? Will you start buying digital? Or wait, do you buy digital or do you buy physical? I forget. I mix up you and Russ Randy.
I buy physical for the games I like.
Okay.
So my Switch 2 collection, I'm looking back here. I think I have the Switch 2 edition of Tears of the Kingdom because I never had that physically. Then we got Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, right? So that's 3.
Okay.
Then Prime 4, Age of Imprisonment, Hyrule Warriors, and Kirby Air Riders.
That's 6.
So those are my 6 Switch 2 games, right? And I think the next like physical Switch 2 game I'll probably get, unless there's a Star Fox game in June, we'll talk about that. Probably I'd say would be Splatoon Raiders.
Yeah, okay.
Just because, or maybe, I don't know, depends on how much I like the Yoshi game. Depends on how much. But I do think that digital being cheaper is just a good option. Yeah, it's right? Cool. The price of physical games is staying the same, right? Which obviously they put in their little like report, it's because, the things cost money to make. And obviously when I thought about it, I'm like, that it should have always been cheaper. Yeah. Digital games should have always been cheaper because you don't need to buy a plastic box and a cartridge to go along with it.
Right. But the only thing is $10 shocks me. Like it should, 5 I thought would make sense. Like for the box, I don't really know.
I mean, with 5, then it's not too much of a tangible difference.
Yeah.
Right. Because if it's just like a $5 difference, you're like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I might as well get the physical copy then,
True.
Or might as well just stick with getting or not stick getting, just might as well not get the digital version then. If I can just get the physical one, it'll be, just a bit extra.
Yeah.
But for this, like, especially if someone has, let's say, if they eventually ever make like a Switch 2 Lite or just a Switch Lite in general, for all those digital games, and you don't want to swap in and out cartridges all the time, then not only will you have a more price effective option, but it'll just be more convenient to have all those digital games on the same system. That's what I mainly did for the Switch 1. I barely have any. I don't even know. It's covered by the microphone, but I barely see a little bit of red. Shout out audio listeners. This is great. You're getting so much out of this.
See.
But I barely have any physical Switch 1 games in comparison to my digital collection, just because the convenience of it is just very nice.
Know you can't beat it. Excuse me. The allergies, guys. Oh. The only game that I bought digital recently was actually very recent. Yeah. It was Tomodachi Life, because like Tomodachi Life is a game that I think that you play after the honeymoon stage is over, 10-minute bursts. Like, you don't want to put the cartridge in every single time just to play.
Yeah.
Tomodachi. And it's
not
also
like those games like Animal Crossing.
It's like an everyday
Animal
thing.
Crossing, I have digital. Right. Tomodachi Life is an everyday thing.
So I have that.
And we say that like we say that like grabbing the cartridge and putting it in the console is the most like strenuous process of all time.
It's not.
But it's not. But at the same time, if I'm out and about, maybe I'm on vacation somewhere and I brought my Switch, or maybe I'm on a long car ride and I brought my Switch to play. I don't want to go reach into my bag and grab it. It's a very, very what is it? It's a very, very lavish issue, I should say.
No, yeah, but it's not even that though. Like, if you are on vacation, like, it's not that you don't want to reach in your bag. It's that like you don't got to bring the game. Like, it's just there. It's whenever you want it. It's which is the great thing about buying digital. I'm preaching to the choir. I'm just saying, like, it's neat. It's neat. So
it is.
I'll take it. But let's get to our next piece of news, Charlie. Nothing new for Nintendo. They're being sued. So either they're suing or they're being sued. I mean, golly, it never ends over here. So let me break this down. This whole thing, I honestly was not even going to put into the podcast because, like, it's just like people don't really care to like understand lawsuit stuff, and I fully get that. So I made it simple. I asked.
All right, well, make this quick.
I asked ChatGPT, explain this to me like I'm 5, and I got this down. So Nintendo's being sued over tariffs. Tariffs are, of course, to explain this to young ears, the thing that makes Nintendo importing products from China or whatever more expensive, okay? So Nintendo, because of this, if them selling products in America is more costly for Nintendo, they're going to raise the prices of these products because they want to still make the same amount of money as if there were no tariffs. They want to make
the same amount of money as if they were selling it anywhere else without the increased price.
So Nintendo raised prices of a bunch of Nintendo Switch 2 accessories and also the prices of Nintendo Switch 1 base consoles last year in 2025. That's all good and well. They did their thing. That's, how they want to operate. That's great.
Yep.
Now, the U.S. Supreme Court, I don't know anything about this, but this is what I've read here. I don't know what the decision making, I don't know all the depths, but they said a lot of companies will get a lot of that tariff money that they kind of ate. They'll get that money back. Now Nintendo's in a class action lawsuit of these customers being like, hey, give that money back to us because we're the ones who paid you that tariff money. Like, give whatever money you get back, give it to us. So they're being sued over that.
I see. Well, from what I can tell, I think this is just a big load of nothing. Yeah. Because it's not even guaranteed that they'd be getting the money back in the first place.
They might get it back.
They might.
Yeah, but they might not also, to your point. The other...
but they might not. I don't know. I don't think it's a... Who even like made the lawsuit in the first
Their
place?
Names are out there, but I won't...
They must have bought like a bajillion Switch 2 Pro controllers or something to warrant that,
So I was just going to say that. If you bought every single thing that Nintendo raised the prices of, you only probably paid like an extra $90, which is like not a drop in the bucket, but a lawsuit. Like, you're gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm not saying 90 is cheap. It's not. Yeah. But you're gonna survive. It's not. You're gonna be okay.
But if you're buying every single Switch 2 accessory in the first place, you know, like
you're
I didn't even buy every single Switch 2 accessory.
Wait, you didn't, or you did?
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. I bought most, but like we're gonna wake up.
I just got my Pro controller and camera, and that was about it. I don't think it's a necessary thing at all.
No, it's just in the news, so gotta bring it up. But
it's just in the news. It's just gamers being gamers.
This is almost as bad as Nintendo got sued. I know this story because I used to make shorts on it. Then they got sued over a kid like using his parents' credit card for Mario Kart Tour. And they sued Nintendo
Classic.
over like them using quote unquote dark patterns on Mario Kart Tour, meaning like they suck you into
I know dark patterns. Yeah. I know dark patterns. I learned about that. I learned about that back in game design college.
Yeah, it's neat, but
Fortnite is evil, by the way. I just want to put like if you guys, Fortnite is actually like genuinely evil. But I digress. That's a whole discussion for another time.
Sure.
But no, it's just
go ahead.
People just say I'm going to sue over everything now, and you know what? More power to them, I guess.
Or less if they lose.
That's true.
So less power to them. But Nintendo being sued, we'll keep you updated on that if there is an update. I feel like most of these lawsuits, like when they get settled, you don't really hear about them. So
yeah, Nintendo's just gonna be like, okay, well here, take the $100 extra you spent. There you go.
And then like nice just kind of be done with it. Yeah, but only other piece of news, and honestly, what I want to talk about is not even this news. The Mario Galaxy movie passed $2 billion in revenue worldwide. Big achievement. That's one of the, if not the biggest movie of the entire year. This year, of course.
$2 billion. Goodness.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I wanted to go see it twice. I have not yet. But what I want to talk about, Charlie, you're a big Mario Galaxy guy. I think a lot of our dedicated listeners know that.
Mario Galaxy 2 is my favorite game of all time.
I think I heard your thoughts a little bit on the movie. But can you, spoiler free, just for a little while longer, while some of our people still, are
of
watching
course.
the movie?
Do you know the film? As of recording this, the film hasn't even released in Japan yet.
What?
Yeah,
no,
it comes out tomorrow, the 24th in Japan. It just is.
Is this correct info? You can't be feeding the listeners wrong info.
No, it's correct. It's correct info. I could. Mario Galaxy movie.
Why would they do that?
Japan. Mario Galaxy movie Japan release date.
You're telling me. Wait. So wait, hold on. You're telling me
April 24th, 2026.
So it's out now.
That's when the Mario Galaxy movie comes out.
It's out now as they're listening to this podcast here. But you're telling me that's $2 billion worldwide without Japan. All right, just call it $3 billion. Call it $3 billion. Like, golly, Japan's gonna be over it. All over it.
But what I thought I really enjoyed the Mario Galaxy movie. Yeah. It's such a fun time. I just really liked how they did everything. It felt a lot more like an actual Mario movie than the first one, if that makes sense. Because with the first one, you had to like kind of establish everything, and you couldn't focus on just Mario going Yahoo. Yeah, all the characters were great. Really liked Fox in it too. Like he meshed well. I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't want to spoil anything. But it was a fun time. Like hearing all the music was great. Seeing all the things from the games was great. And seeing all the characters, interact outside of, just dialogue boxes was always fun as well.
Yeah. Two questions. Do you think Fox should have been a secret? I think
See, I don't think so.
Why?
I don't think so. Because the second people saw Fox in the movie, right? Instant spoilers.
What do you mean?
Everywhere on the internet, instant spoilers. Right?
Wait.
Frame one, people go see the movie and Fox isn't announced, and they see Fox in the movie. Spoilers everywhere. Everyone starts posting so many spoilers. Everyone starts freaking out. And that would have been great to see. But what Nintendo did, or Nintendo and Illumination did, they just like made the freak out happen just a tiny bit beforehand.
Yeah,
by posting it.
But here's the thing, though. Here's my problem with the movie. My second question: did you feel like? Wait, hold on. Hang on a minute. I'm kind of getting into spoilers here. Okay, let's put it this way. I didn't like the ending.
The post credit scene or just the ending?
Oh, the ending of the actual movie. Were you?
I did feel like it was a little.
Did you feel satisfied walking out of the theater?
Yeah.
How?
It was the movie. I watched it. I mean,
I guess.
I think it ended a bit quickly, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, and like no. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't spoil the movie, but we'll talk later. Like I don't know. I don't like it. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so I'll just shut up. But if you want to know how I feel, I made a whole episode about it, so you can go ahead and watch that. Not you, Charlie, but
there we go.
Whoever wants to hear it, you can hear my full spoiler thoughts. There we go.
Spoiler thoughts.
Wording that right. But apart from that, Chuck, that's basically all of our Nintendo news from the past week. Yeah, I hesitate to call it a slow week, but it's not like anything crazy happened.
A lot of stuff happened.
Because Splatoon Raiders got a full-on trailer. We got some details revealed. We got the price revealed. We got the release date revealed. Was our prediction correct, Chuck? Let's go ahead.
I think so.
I think no, it absolutely was not. I checked it. Spoiler alert. But we will go ahead and dive in.
I could have sworn I said July or something.
You said like March, dog.
That wasn't me.
Unless I'm wrong. I think that you said March. Oh.
That wasn't
do you want to know what you said? Oh my gosh, I was like,
what?
No way. And you can still you still have time to be right, but you said Splatoon Raiders would have the first Nintendo Switch 2 Special Edition console. Come on.
Yeah.
You still have time to be right, but
I still have time. I do think that might be the case, or it's gonna go to a Zelda game.
Zelda for sure. But like what Zelda games? Like, I mean, Ocarina of Time, I guess, maybe.
That remake, that yet again, if I get that right, if that actually happens, and I called it back in July of 2023, which I have the video for it to match, which is so great that it's on the record. But if that actually happens, I will never predict anything ever again.
You're done.
And I will have a 100% prediction rate for things 3 years
Going
back.
out with a bang. Gotta love it. All right, let's dive into Splatoon Raiders talk right about now. My friends, we have known about Splatoon Raiders for almost a year now, and Nintendo announced it, then kinda went dark. We didn't know when it was coming out, we didn't know even like the range, like the time range of when it was gonna come out. We know now we have all of the meat and potatoes and the details and all the good stuff. Charlie and I will not only recap it for you and give you all the news, but give our thoughts on everything here. The whole game is rolling out. So, let's go over this. We got a trailer for Splatoon Raiders. Nintendo dropped it one day, and in the trailer, you see that, Inkling, that fresh-looking Inkling. They show off how you can customize your Inkling as you can in every Splatoon game out there.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, like, you see Big Man, Shiver, and Fry, who are the NPCs from Splatoon 3. Aside from that, though, and you let me know if you saw something different than I did, it's not like one of the trailers that, Nintendo puts out and they explain the whole story, like how we got with Yoshi today. They put out an overview trailer.
Yeah, it's not an overview.
No, it's
trailer.
not.
It's just a trailer.
All we saw was just like the Inklings fighting enemies. Like we didn't get new info out of this, just more looks at the game, I guess,
I'd say we actually got quite the bit of info.
Really?
But I'll go in just on how the actual game works, because when we saw Splatoon Raiders first, we didn't even know what was happening, what was going on.
Sure.
But what if I told you? All right, so how much Splatoon have you played? Give me your experience so I can tell you things in relation to how you would understand.
So
them.
I don't play much anymore, like consistently, but I was a Splatoon 1 Wii U day oneer, Charlie. I was seeing the commercials on Disney XD back in 2015, ready to buy Splatoon
I was there
1.
too. Yeah.
I pre-ordered it on Amazon. It came day one. I was a Splatooner eating my pretzel corn dogs like a G, Charlie, back in my basement. I'm a Splatooner. Splatoon 2 day 1, Splatoon 3 day 1. I'm a Splatooner, but it's been a while since I even turned it on.
But Salmon Run, do you know? You've played how much of that mode have you played?
I played a lot because I used to have buddies who loved Salmon Run.
Okay, so what I can tell, this game Salmon Run, or not Salmon
Raiders.
This game Splatoon Raiders. It obviously has the salmonids from Salmon Run.
Yes.
But this is what I think it's going to be, right? We obviously, I see you put the description in the notes there.
I will read it in a minute.
But what this game is going to be is basically what I can describe as Salmon Run mixed with Pikmin 2.
Elaborate.
So, all right. So, right, you go to... You take on waves of enemies. I'm reading. You take on waves of enemy salmonids as you raid the islands for treasure, right? So I think we've seen in the trailer, you choose a level, you get sent out to that level. There's a few different treasures that you can find there. And then obviously you have the salmonids coming in as like spawning in waves as they usually do. And you basically have to get to each of these treasures while taking out the waves of enemies.
Yep.
And is that not just Pikmin 2?
Oh, it sounds like it when you put it that way, yeah.
You know?
Yep. So this is a single player focused Splatoon game. And I'll go ahead. We didn't get, outside of what you just perfectly laid out, like an incredible amount of info from the trailer, but there is an eShop, Nintendo eShop description that we will dive into here. It says, in this single-player focused adventure, play as a mechanic working with Deep Cut, the trio Shiver, Fry, Big Man, the trio of swashbuckling musicians, and venture out into the mysterious Spirit Light Islands. Customize your character, kit yourself out with mechanical gadgets and ink-splattering weapons, and take on waves of enemy salmonids as you raid the islands for treasure. It's not just you out there. One member of Deep Cut will raid alongside you in a powerful bot. You can also, now here's what's cool. You can also join up with up to 3 players, online or local wireless. So it's a single player game with multiplayer online functionality.
You can play it multiplayer if you want.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which I must say, like you said, I got a lot of pals who really enjoy Salmon Run, or just really enjoy Splatoon in general. And so depending on how robust the online is, I don't know if you'll be able to play through the whole game with it. I doubt that would be the case. But I think you'll be able to, choose a level there. Everyone can queue into that one level, and then you have the four inklings going through that level and getting the treasure like it usually is. But one thing that really not surprised me, one thing that I found really cool about the trailer was that you're able to have alternate weapons. So in Splatoon, in the original, there's the main, special, and most importantly, sub weapons. So sub weapons are usually mapped to the R button. And what we see in the trailer is we see like a hatchet, a makeshift hatchet with like a blow dry nozzle on the end. And it's called the Splatchet.
Yep.
And it's really funny. And it looks to me like you'll be able to make 2 different sub weapons and map them to the L and R buttons. And so I'm really looking forward. That's like a whole new thing of customization there.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of those in the trailer. That'll be cool to make. I very much think one of the best parts of Splatoon is experimenting with all the different weapons. And I don't know if they'd do it because it would be kind of crazy, but I do think it would be cool to have multiple different weapons on one character at the same time so you can hot swap between them. I feel like that would be something cool. But honestly, I feel like that's more of a Splatoon 4 thing, not a Splatoon Raiders.
Sure. I can see that. I like seeing a new Splatoon. I mean, it's been 4 years since the last one. I feel like they're already improving a lot of cool things. So, yeah, it was 2022, September 9th. That's ball knowledge, Charlie. Splatoon 3.
Yeah, it
Turn
was.
me up. I got that.
I knew it was September.
Stuck in my head there. But Yeah, like based on you're more of a deep dive guy than I am, so you're seeing more of this stuff. Is there any other like cool thing that jumps out at you aside from what you've already mentioned?
Well, let's see.
Because there's not that much else.
And right now the bot comparison. Did you play through the Splatoon 3 DLC called Side Order?
Yes, I did.
Right, so I'm kind of getting similar vibes to that extent, where you have the follower companion with the robot there. It seems that every single robot will have a dedicated special weapon. We saw that in the trailers as well. I think it's just going to be crazy to mix and match all of these things. And from what I can tell, I'm just kind of should I pull up the trailer? No, I'm going off vibes. From what I can tell, the treasure you acquire will be a resource to just level up and get new gear and stuff. So it's going to be this cool loop of, I'm assuming you're going to need to upgrade whatever your main like kind of hub ship is enough to, you see it in the trailer, to fling you to the next area.
Yep.
And I think it's just going to keep going because we still have no idea about the story of this game. We know that they get washed up on this island, this archipelago of islands, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And
goes from there.
And we don't know what else. Like, are we? I'm assuming we're trying to find a way off the islands or off the archipelago. And it also seems like the salmonids in there, their eyes glow red whenever they see you. So I don't think the salmonids are necessarily evil. But there's something fishy.
Something there
going on.
There's something there. They're out for blood, Charlie.
Yeah, we'll definitely need to see more, and I think we'll see probably something like that in a future Nintendo Director trailer.
Sure, yeah, they'll do an overview at some point, probably like, May or June, somewhere in there, just to hype up the game a little bit. But let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about the fun goods, Charlie. So, price for this game. This is interesting to me, if I'm being honest. $50 digital. $60 physical for a Nintendo Switch 2 game. What do we think?
I saw this and I said, okay, that's pretty interesting, right? So I think I'm just going to keep calling this a $60 game, right, for physical.
Yeah.
Because that's what normally, if Nintendo didn't decide to lower the price of digital games, which is not something I ever think they would do, that's what they would keep it at. So Yoshi is still a $70 game.
Crazy,
Mario Kart World is still an $80 game, right? And I think that the next Splatoon game will probably be 70, like Splatoon 4 will probably be 70, or maybe even 80.
No, you can only do that with Mario
We'll
Kart.
see.
Maybe Smash, but
I think if they drop the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, that we'll talk about that in a bit. But that could be $80 for sure.
I don't know.
Because it's Ocarina of Time, people will buy it. But I think that one's going to be 70. And I think the next big Zelda game is going to be 80 for sure. I think the next big 3D Mario game is going to be 80 for sure. And I think that if there's ever a new Smash Bros. to come out, which will probably be in like 3-ish years, that's going to be 80 as well for sure. So there's certain games that I can already see like, okay, yeah, those would be. Yeah. Those would be a lot.
I think, but sorry, I'm just going to butt in real fast. I think the only game that I personally see that would be 80, I did just say Smash a minute ago, but I'd say 3D Zelda. Because they had the guts to make that 70 on Switch 1 when that was like a whoa for Nintendo sort of thing. So I think they can just like do it again, you know?
Probably the best $70 game I've played, I'll tell you that much.
Very good. Yeah. I don't disagree with you. It's phenomenal. It's worth it. But so
and yeah, so I think Splatoon Raiders, it's a spin-off, right? It's not as crazy as, let's say, a new mainline installment. So they're pricing it $10 less than how it than like a mainline game. Which that's what I think.
Makes sense. So yeah. That's cool. Now the other thing is the release date and something else pretty cool. The release date is July 23rd. So prime summertime. It doesn't get much more prime than that.
Yeah.
So
That's about 9 years after Splatoon 2 released, because I remember it released, I think, July 21st, 2017.
yeah, and also as of recording,
And that's ball knowledge.
that honestly is like my Splatoon 3 ball knowledge is like fine because it was 4 years ago. That right there, 9 years ago, ball knowledge. This is what was I gonna say? Oh, July 23rd. This is 3 months.
Don't mind my dog. He's barking. He just really likes Splatoon.
Yeah, this is 3 months away from our day of recording. So 3 months out from Splatoon Raiders. Cover art has been revealed. Looks great as well for our video listeners. We'll have it on screen. And then what was really, really cool to see is that there are 3 new amiibo releasing. Nintendo keeping the amiibo train going. We're getting a Big Man, Shiver, and Fry amiibo, the 3 NPCs from Splatoon 3, also in this game. They're going to be $25 each, which just seems to be the price of amiibo nowadays. Same thing with the Mario Wonder amiibo. And what's really cool is if you buy them all, if you display them all together, like their bases connect, and it looks like they're meant to be together. Like they go together. Nice.
That's cool.
So yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, there's always the.
yeah.
I got Rosalina right here.
Oh yeah, look at that Rosalina amiibo.
These amiibo are crazy. Like they're just ginormous.
I know. I don't have the Rosalina. I have the Mario, and it's just massive.
Yeah, I got. Oh, you can see the Mario one back.
Oh, I see him. I see him.
Right there.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right there. But no, Nintendo's been killing it with the amiibo recently with the Kirby Air Riders ones. I don't know if you saw, but they announced 2 new ones past like the main Kirby Bandana Waddle Dee Meta Knight and King Dedede. With the Dragoon and Hydra legendary machines.
Yeah, I saw this.
The second those go on sale,
You're getting
instant. I tell you, instant buy.
Where's
Sorry,
where's Chef Kawasaki at? Is he coming?
You'll get there eventually. I mean, once I got the Meta Knight amiibo back there, I remember then the King Dedede one went on sale. So it'll happen eventually. I'm assuming Chef Kawasaki might release with the 3 legendary or the 2 legendary machine ones.
Yeah, I want him, bro. I want him for real. But yeah, all right. July 23rd, Splatoon Raiders. Cutting into my J. Cole concert I'm going through that day. Cutting into my time. Might honestly like low key, like might just skip talking about this game on the podcast. I got places to be July 23rd. But all right. Anywho, that's cool. I'll buy it. I'm in, Charlie. I'm in with the physical version. Are we in?
I think I might get the physical version.
Yeah.
Because I don't have Splatoon 2 or 3 physically. I
Really?
was digital.
Okay.
For
Wow.
those. Yeah.
Do you have Splatoon?
So
1?
I might invest. Who knows?
Do you have Splatoon 1 physically?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Nice.
But
nice,
of course.
Nice. But yeah. Not much else to say. I think that we're just both excited. We're both ready to get the game in our hands. We have 3 months to go, but like we're gonna be good. We got time to kill. So in between that, we have Yoshi, and then whatever Nintendo wants to release in June. Might it be Star Fox? Who knows? Final thoughts, Charlie. Based on what you've seen, rate this game. Rate your excitement out of 10.
I mean, it looks like a single player Splatoon campaign mixed with Salmon Run, mixed with Pikmin 2. Wait, this is just like an extraction shooter. Isn't that something?
Basically.
That's probably what it's going to be. That's going to be fun. Fun to play, especially with friends that I know who are getting it. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to it. And yeah, I wonder. I'm a big fan of like the world of Splatoon. So
yeah,
I'll be excited to see what this adds as well.
Sure, yeah. I think I rate my excitement like a 7 right now. I think it'll go up later. But
yeah, I'm probably around the same. The only thing that I got really excited about is I saw it was like a mix of Salmon Run and all that other stuff. And I remembered how many salmonids show up on screen when you're playing Splatoon 3 on the original Switch. And like, that's a lot. And now you're on the Switch 2. Just how many?
Good luck.
How many of these guys are going to be on screen at once? I'm thinking at least like 300.
Yeah.
You're just getting jumped by 300 of these guys.
I'm hyped.
And it's going to happen. It's going to be hype.
I just want to see Splatoon on Switch 2. I mean, we have the Switch 2 edition, Splatoon 3, but like I'm trying to see it. Like I'm trying to see what they can do.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. But for many games, I'm not so much as excited for what the game's going to look like. I'm just more excited to see like what new gameplay opportunities arise
Sure.
because of the more processing power.
Yeah. I mean,
that is true talking flower. That is so exciting.
Oh,
yeah, you think that's it? Okay.
His talking flowers talk.
Sorry. Yeah.
By the way,
don't
for our
mind that,
video
don't mind that.
listeners, you have 3 Mario talking flowers. Can you tell the story of how you ended up with 3? Why do you have 3? And you told me off camera you have another one coming.
Yep.
Why?
And guess what? The count's probably gonna go to 7.
Why 7? I have 1, and I'm very happy.
I just make some videos and I say, hey guys, I think it'd be really funny if you guys subscribe, and like for every 500 people on this video that subscribe, will get one.
500.
Then I had to raise it to 1,000. Yeah. Then I had to raise it to 100. Then I had to raise it to 1,000 subscribers on a video. Then that still works. Then I had to raise it to 2,000. Then I had to raise it to 4,000. And people still went for it. Oh well, now it's at 700,000. So I'm just
700,000.
Yeah. So once I hit that, I'm about 5K away. That'll be number 7.
That's crazy. And you're gonna keep doing this?
I think I'll get at least 10. And then I'm going to put them all like in a nice little row, and I'm going to put up a mic to them and just record them for like 2 hours, and it'll be a funny video.
I guess. I mean, golly, that's one way to use the talking flower. I have one, and he's muted all day. Do you know what I do? I tell him that I go to bed. That I wake up at 4:59 a.m. and go to bed at 5 a.m. So he just doesn't talk while you're asleep. He doesn't talk all day. Love it.
Huh.
Well,
then what's the point of having to talk? Just take out the batteries at that point.
Bro, he scares the life out of me when he talks.
You get used to it.
I have him in like our little studio area, and when my guys, like my editor guys, and like we like film and stuff, when they talk, like when the talking flower talks, we all just get jump scared so bad. Like we hate it, low-key.
Oh, but they're so happy. They're so happy and fun. Isn't that right, talking flower?
I guess. I don't know. Not to me. They're terrifying.
I think they're neat.
I don't think so, bro. I
think it's just so funny, because I'm gonna hook up like 10 of these. She does sell seashells by the seashore. You're so right about that. Sorry,
you're on the Mario Matter podcast. Don't talk to your talking flower. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, friend. But folks, let's go ahead. Let's dive into your favorite segment of the podcast, the Q&A segment, where Charlie and I answer your questions. It is called the question block. Let's go ahead and let's get to it. Folks, you have made it to the question block segment, where cdotkom and I answer your questions. You asked us if you want to ask a question to be on the podcast. There are a few ways to do so. Number 1, if you follow my main YouTube channel, EmSwizzle, I post on there asking for questions. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, no problem. You can join the Discord server, link down below, and ask questions in the podcast questions channel. You can email mariomatterquestions@gmail.com. That is mariomatterquestions with an S at gmail.com. Or comment down below on any platform that you're on. With that said, Charlie, first question comes from Ollie, who asks, Hi Max, my question is, how many times have you dropped your Nintendo Switch 2? I'll start with you.
Oh my goodness. I can't say, because I took out my Switch 2 here.
Yeah.
And I don't see too much damage. It's just on the metal part of the kickstand. There's a tiny few little scratches, and you can see the actual metal part popping through. It won't even show up on camera. Not even when I hold it up.
Oh,
actually,
no, I see it.
See it.
I see it.
By my thumb there. You can kind of see it. But that's really the only droppage I've had. It's mainly been in the dock. But let me tell you, my Nintendo Switch 1, however, that guy went through the ringer. I remember there was a right the Mario Kart tournament. So if you guys don't know, I think I've told you the story a bit, but there was a Mario Kart tournament by where I was a long time ago, back in 2023, and we were all playing Mario Kart 8. And I just remember I never wanted to go into the tournament, but I just happened to bring my Switch, and then I ended up dropping my Switch at this place, and it was like on gravel kind of floor. So I'm like, oh my god, I just dropped it on there. Buddy. And then I said, you know what? I'm not gonna play the Switch here anymore. I'm just gonna keep dropping it. So I'm just gonna play in the Mario Kart tournament instead.
Solid, yeah.
And I ended up winning the Mario Kart tournament.
No way.
But yeah. So you got any similar stories to that?
I don't. I truthfully don't have any similar. I've never played in a Mario Kart tournament. However, I feel confident. Like, if I got to a Mario Kart tournament, here, let me ask, do they like supply you a controller?
I think they gave me like a pro controller or something.
Dude, I'll win Mario Kart with any controller under the sun. I'm telling you that right now. I will win. I will come to Canada, cdotkom, and I will just. I'll be first. You'll be second. I will smoke all of Canada.
You want to use the steering wheel? I was using the steering wheel just the other day.
I'll use the steering wheel.
I've won a Mario Kart with a dance pad before, I'll have you know.
So have I. It's actually a YouTube short of mine.
Oh, wow. Well, would you look at that?
So have I. I forgot that I even did that. All right. Anywho, though. I guess my answer for this, how many times I've not actually, so my main Switch 2, I've not dropped. If I did drop it, it was on carpet. You wouldn't even know that I dropped it. So essentially never. I have a dummy Switch 2, though, that we use for like videos that like we just do terrible stuff to it. That I've dropped probably recently. I did a big one. It's probably broken, but maybe upwards of like 30 times. Because it's a dummy. Like we're just like doing skits with it, you know?
The poor Switch 2.
I know.
The only thing I do sometimes I'm like, oh wow, I'm playing. And then I do the funny bit where I take off both controllers and it just falls straight down.
Right.
That's always fun.
I love that. I love doing that, like pressing the buttons and like just playing with the Joy-Cons there.
It's like, oh wow.
Love that.
I love shout out audio listeners.
Boom. Yeah. Oh, your headphone came out.
Oh, it's fine.
Neat.
It's fine. It's still got one.
While you put it back in, Mix Marvy asks, "Hey Max, should I get Animal Crossing New Horizons?" Or they had a pretty funny typo, but I'll just go ahead and save them the embarrassment. Tomodachi Life. No, sorry.
I want to say the typo so bad.
They said, or Tonamochi Life living the. I'm so sorry. It's just funny. Tonamochi Life living the dream. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
cdotkom, which one are we recommending the audience to get? Animal Crossing?
Okay, it really depends on like what things you enjoy playing, because with Animal Crossing, it's very much so you are a character in the world, right? And with Tomodachi Life, it is very much so you are the world and you're controlling the characters.
Yeah. So do you want to be the main character or not?
Yeah. If you want to just watch your Miis go about and do funny stuff, then Tomodachi Life is there. But if you want to, kind of build your own, I mean, both games, you do construct things on your island, but with Tomodachi Life, it is way more focused on the Miis and their interactions. And I feel with Animal Crossing, it's more so focused on building the island up.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to be enjoyed with both games, but as you just put, I think you're you're playing more of a babysitter role in Tomodachi Life, and in Animal Crossing, you're building everything. You are the guy, you are talking to the animals, everything is about you, and you are the island leader, and you're building up the entire place. I think there's more time to be spent playing Animal Crossing. Like I've sunk almost 3,000 hours into it. I think that there's more to do. Tomodachi Life is great, and they're both the same price and everything, but
Tomodachi Life is more of a simulation game. It's like, think of like The Sims,
right? You're watching over these characters and you're giving them food and you're creating. It's very creative. You're building your whole island. But I think Animal Crossing probably has more to offer, and I feel like if you're at all leaning Animal Crossing, go for it. If you're just thinking about Animal Crossing because you hear good things but you don't really care, hold off for now. But like if you have any desire to play Animal Crossing, do it. Because like when I played New Horizons for the first time after playing New Leaf for years, like it was just heaven. It was peak. Like I've never been more addicted to a game. Like I loved it. So if you think that you want to lean Animal Crossing, go that direction. I think regardless, if I had to pick one, I go Animal Crossing for sure. Tomodachi Life is great. Say, though, it's great.
There is a demo for Tomodachi Life.
Oh, good point. Yeah, try that out.
So
try that.
There's always, that's why demos exist.
Yep.
They're great.
Oh, you gotta love it. I feel like there should be one for Animal Crossing, but I'm not really sure what you would do with it. I don't know.
I feel like with Animal Crossing, it's sold so many copies that if you just ask if you'll enjoy Animal Crossing, like this right here, someone's gonna be able to tell you.
Yeah.
That goes for that's like Mario Kart doesn't have a demo.
Yeah, good point. It's just simple enough. It's just
so many people have Mario Kart. Like there isn't a single person who doesn't play on the Switch that doesn't know what Mario Kart is.
Good point. Yeah. Well, there might be somebody. I'm kidding. Probably not. But let's say Animal Crossing. But Mix Marvy, you let me know what you decide to do. Maximus asks, hey Max, I have the same name as you, Fire. But my question is, if you went on vacation, what game soundtrack would you listen to? That's tough. I have a couple. Yeah, I have a couple in mind. Maybe one from like the last question, New Horizons, Tomodachi Life. Like we gotta think now.
New Horizons would be good. I'm thinking we could do like a Wii Sports Resort, depending on where we go.
Yeah.
Right? Because if we're going to Hawaii, I think Pokemon Sun and Moon, which were games directly inspired by that location.
I have my answer.
Okay,
and it's not complex. But I'm just gonna pull up one thing really quick to like set the scene. I'm gonna play
Nintendo Music application.
No, I'm not even doing that. I'm going to YouTube. And this is not. This is a song that many people have heard many times. I'm not pulling up some like deep cut song right now. But it's just a banger. So my answer is Tomodachi. Oh, I'm being exposed. Tomodachi Life for the 3DS.
For the 3DS.
All right, ready, Charlie? So all podcast listeners, if you can, and if no one's watching you and you don't look insane, close your eyes. You do this, Charlie. You close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
And you
also non-zero chance the Discord suppression that is just gonna kill the music for me.
Okay,
but
you won't hear it, but all the podcast listeners will hear this. So
yeah,
close your eyes.
Worthy sacrifice.
It's you're on a beach. You're sitting on a nice blue striped beach towel. There's a nice breeze. The ocean is just oceaning. There's kites being flown, beach balls being thrown. You hear the faint sounds of college kids playing volleyball behind you. Like life is good, right? And like slowly fading in, you hear this song. You won't hear this, but the audio listeners will. All the podcast listeners will. You can watch this podcast after the fact.
Yep.
Tomodachi Life, the day theme.
No, it's so funny. It's so funny because it's like popping in and out. Somebody saying, Beep.
Oh, so you can't really hear, but it's the Tomodachi Life day theme. It's very very good.
I know.
And
the
also
song, I know the song.
the night theme is also just peak. Like both are very tropical feeling.
They're great. I very much like the theme that they went with for this new Living the Dream one as well.
Yeah.
It's dynamic, which I really like. So there's so many different layers to it. But enough about me going on and on about audio and games.
Sure. What's your answer?
What one would I listen to? It really depends on where I go. I feel like depending on the location, any Pokemon soundtrack could be great.
Yeah, upbeat, chilling.
Right. But let's see.
Complex answer for a complex man.
I mean, Wii Sports Resort could be great.
That's fire.
But at the same time, that would just be most likely the main theme. You know what I would do? Road Trip, Mario Kart World.
Just that one song?
Oh, no. Soundtrack.
Oh, you're saying on a road trip.
Yeah, if I'm on a road trip, Mario Kart World.
I was like,
the whole soundtrack.
I was like, what song is called a road trip in Mario Kart World? Okay, makes sense, makes sense. But like, that sounds like if you listen to Mario Kart music while you're driving, you're probably going to crash.
Oh, well, you know what? That's just the gamble I'm willing to take.
All right, mate. You're going to be pushing 90 miles an hour listening to Coconut Mall. Well, that's not really Mario Kart World. Listening to Mario Circuit or even just like the main theme. Golly.
Yeah, but the thing was the Mario Kart World that's just so good. There's just so much music.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's just so... The quality of that game soundtrack, I think it's the best soundtrack to come out of Nintendo in like the past, at least out of all the Switch 2 games.
Oh yeah, yeah. Out of Switch 2 for sure.
It's just ludicrous. It's so good.
Yeah. Very, very cool. We like music. Final question comes from Caven, who asks, hey Max and Charlie, listen, see, this is why I picked this, because like I announced that you would be on the podcast by the end of last episode, and Caven obviously made it all the way through. So we're taking Cave's question here. Love the podcast, and I have a question. Do you think that you will like Splatoon Raiders more or less than the other Splatoon games, especially since it's a single player game? Thank you for answering my question. I have a pretty simple answer, but I want to start with you.
Thank you, Talking
Your
Flower.
talking
It is 2
flower
p.m.
won't shut up.
Yeah. But I will say the second one's gonna go off in like a few seconds. That's
boy.
the funny part.
2 p.m.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But I think I will like it just as much as I like the Splatoon like campaigns.
Yeah.
Which are definitely, I'd say, some of my favorite parts of Splatoon. What was your rank in Splatoon? What was your rank?
It was
like,
never good
in
because
ranked
like
battles?
I was like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old playing Splatoon 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
never
What
really
about
played
now?
ranked, but
Boot up Splatoon 3 right now.
I could. I really couldn't really tell you. It was never like S. It was never great.
Back in my day, you're talking to an S+ gamer
really,
right here,
yeah.
I'll tell you that
it
much.
was never that high. It was like A something maybe at the
Yeah,
highest.
yeah.
I just didn't really play ranked like that.
Yeah, what's your favorite ranked mode though? I'm curious.
In
I'm curious now.
Splatoon 2
Any
or
of 'em.
3? Well, my
Any
favorite
of 'em.
ones came from Splatoon 2. Wait, I'm an idiot. I've not played Splatoon 3 in forever. Splatoon 3 has like all the
All the modes, yeah, the 4 ranked modes.
Rainmaker and all. Okay, yeah. I'm foggy. My favorite was probably as weird as it sounds. Either Splat Zones. What are the 4? It's Rainmaker, Splat Zones, Clam, Blitz, and what's the 4th?
Yeah.
one?
And Tower Control.
Tower Control. Probably Rainmaker or Splat Zones.
I'm a big Tower Control fan. 'Cause
Okay,
I
really?
use
Yeah.
the charger. I use the charger, so I
Gotcha.
snipe everyone.
Yeah. I think.
All right, but anyways.
yeah. Good.
To go on with Splatoon Raiders, I think that if it's going to be, I don't know the necessary length of the Splatoon Raiders like story mode.
Yeah.
It's impossible to tell right now. I can say it's going to be at least 5 hours,
Mhm.
because that's like mainly the length of the other campaigns.
Yep.
Right, it'll take you around 5 hours to beat the Splatoon 1 campaign. Same for 2, same for 3, and so on. If it's something along the lines of the single player campaign plus, let's say, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, because I still think that is one of the best DLCs they've made for Splatoon. I think that if it's anywhere from 5 to 10 hours, and then obviously it's Splatoon, so there's gonna be a lot more things past that as well. And then you can also play it with friends if you want, and all the different customization with the different like sub weapons or like hatchet and all that. Looks like there's a ton of customization, so I can see myself just getting the craziest character build of all time.
Yeah.
And just mowing down enemies on whatever the super secret final hard level there is, because they did have one of those in Splatoon 3, and it was actually quite difficult, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Should be good.
Well, what do you think, though? What do you think?
I think my answer is simple. I don't know how much better or worse, who knows, this will be than the Splatoon campaign modes. I don't see this game just blowing my socks right off. And what also didn't blow my socks right off were the Splatoon 1, 2, and 3 campaigns. They were great, but they just wasn't mind-blowing. So, like, for a single-player Splatoon game to overtake Splatoon 3, for example, I just don't see it. Because Splatoon 3 has the story mode, like this Raiders game has, and then Turf War, and then Ranked, and then Salmon Run, and then the card game of all things, and just so much more.
I have not played the card game.
I haven't either, but it's something. Like, just has so much more to do for a single player spin-off to overtake that. Sorry, go ahead. But like, it's just like
I am excited to see. Yeah, I get what you mean, but I think the focus is going to be very important, because with the Splatoon games, obviously the main focus is the multiplayer, and everything else just kind of feels like a side mode. Yeah. Right. But with this, that side mode is now being elevated up to main mode, so I'm very excited to see like what kind of treatment it'll get.
Yeah, and it maybe it'll overtake like Splatoon 2, maybe, which is my least favorite. And not that it's bad, it's just I just love. I have a soft spot for Splatoon 1, and 3 is my favorite. But like, maybe it'll be better than all the campaigns that we have currly. We just have to see it. We just know nothing about this.
I'm looking forward to it. You think they'll do one of the demos like they usually do?
I like like the test fire, like
the test fires.
Probably.
I don't know.
It's online. Maybe. Yeah, it's online. So
yeah, who knows? Who knows? I don't see them necessarily doing like a test fire.
Yeah,
if that makes
it's
sense.
not the same.
But what I do see them doing is just putting out a demo, have it be the first 3 levels or something.
Yeah.
But you can't play online with your friends and just go for it. I think that is something I can see happening.
There's no harm in that. I think the reason that they do test fires, obviously, is because they just want to test, like, Splatoon is like Splatoon 3, very much so online. Like, it lives or dies by the online. Splatoon Raiders, you can get away if there's like a couple bugs at launch, you know. So I think it's different, but there still could be a little something, some sort of demo at launch. So, or not at launch, but like, you know, beforehand. So
but here's the important thing though. Here's the important thing though that I'm thinking about. The Splatoon development team is also the Animal Crossing development team.
I am aware.
Right? This has been known. So what's after Splatoon Raiders?
The next Animal Crossing would probably come before the next Splatoon.
Yeah.
That's my gut feeling. It's been 6
years.
And
when do you think? Because they just put out the Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing.
I think. I'm between late 2027 or mid 2028.
I'm thinking like January to June 2028.
Yeah, probably 28
is the most likely. But at the same time, because it was 5 years from Splatoon 3 or from Splatoon 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Right. That's nothing too crazy to look at. But now we're going up on 4 years of Splatoon 3.
Right.
Which is oh my God. It felt like it came out a lot later than it did. I don't know if it's just me that thinks that. But I think it could be possible to see Splatoon and Animal Crossing released in the same year.
I'd love it. I'll take it, bro.
I'll take it. But in terms of because if you podcast watchers, I'm talking to you specifically. The last time I was on, we did a bunch of predictions for 2026 this year, and I think I predicted a lot of games and not so much release dates. And I feel like you predicted a lot of release dates and not a lot of games.
Yeah.
So we kind of evened out.
We did.
There's something happening in June.
There has to
something
be.
fishy.
Yeah.
And you know what it is? The Mario Galaxy movie is out in Japan today because time zones. And then they'll all see Fox McCloud in the Mario Galaxy movie. And so wouldn't next week or the week after be the perfect time, once everyone in Japan has seen the Mario Galaxy movie that wants to see it, to announce something Star Fox related?
Yeah, it would be. And honestly, I saw this news story of how Nintendo's like spreading false info to leakers. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Oh, they've been doing that for years. Right. They've been doing that for years.
And Nate
new
the
info.
Hate, reputable leaker, came out and said Star Fox game announced this month. I'm like, wow, that's a bold statement. It's April 23rd as of recording this podcast. Who knows? It could be announced tomorrow. But right now, I was starting to get worried. Like, oh boy, they fed him the false info. But that's a great point. Like, I didn't even know that it wasn't out in Japan. I just wouldn't know that. I wouldn't really know that.
Yeah, it was.
So
I originally thought it was a worldwide release, and then I was just checking the news. I'm like, oh shoot, they have to wait a full like 3 extra weeks.
Right. So point is, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I could see it happening next week. Probably makes sense.
Yeah, because I want to make sure. I'm sure Nintendo wouldn't want to say, oh yeah, go watch the Mario Galaxy movie, and then because there's a new Star Fox game and you should watch Fox McCloud in it. You know, they'd want to say, oh hey, remember that Fox guy from the Mario Galaxy movie that was really cool and awesome, and I thought I did this character really really well, and I would love to see a Star Fox like movie. I think they can adapt like Star Fox 64, which is basically the only Star Fox story they care about right now. Into a film so well. It would work. It would work. So oh my God.
Take it.
Have you played Star Fox 64?
Not really.
Oh my God. You got it.
I've heard good things.
You got it's on. It'll take you 1 hour.
Okay. Oh, I
It'll
feel
take
like
you
we've
1
had this
hour to run through the
conversation
whole
before.
thing. Yeah, it's super short.
Yeah.
Right. But there's multiple paths. Right. There's 2 different endings. Right. But you gotta play it. You gotta. It's just, oh my god, it's so
Maybe
good.
I will.
But with that said, definitely once people see the Mario Galaxy movie, they see Fox McCloud. Fox McCloud's been in my brain. I've played through Star Fox 64 like 5 or 6 times. No, probably more than that. I've played it on the 3DS, Nintendo Switch Online, original hardware. I just played through Star Fox Zero on Tuesday for my Let's Play channel. Right. So it's in my brain. Maybe a bit too much. But I think now, if I'm any indication of what people feel after watching the movie, a new Star Fox.
Yeah. Sure.
With the camera and the microphone, and you can do the little transmission screen. You go, oh my god, what's happening? You know, oh my.
I will be there no matter what. I will be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will enjoy it. But folks, thank you all very much for listening to the Mario Matter episode 189. I appreciate it. I know cdotkom appreciates it. And cdotkom, speaking of you, my friend, if you have any upcoming... Wait a minute. Are you prepared for me to say this? Do you know what I mean by that?
Upcoming...
If you have any upcoming projects, if you have any other things that you want to promote, your socials, let me know. What I was going to say...
I mean, there's obviously...
going to say was I didn't know if you had your game that you're making get up, ready to show us on this podcast. If you don't, that's fine. Just wanted to know.
I don't have anything new that hasn't been released publicly. But
we want news.
Hold on. One of my more recent shorts on my channel, as of this recording, has some visuals.
Ooh.
We're talking like in-engine visuals.
Okay.
So along with some new music. So if you want to check it out,
Go watch.
it'll be there. Go watch it. That's the worst the game will ever look.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. That preview is the worst the game will ever
Okay,
look.
so it's going to be a bonanza. No pun intended with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, maybe not a bonanza. I don't even know if there's going to be a banana, like a file, like a banana 3 model in the game.
Sure.
But who knows?
That's what the little dude should eat to like fuel up.
Eat bananas?
Okay, I don't know. Never mind.
I don't. I don't.
I don't know. Here's how the game should start.
Anyway.
it should start. I'm fully joking, by the way. It should start on a black screen, and you see like a little like outline of the little fire dude or whatever.
Yeah.
And you see like a fake hand with a lighter, and then you fade in text that says "press A," and then it lights the lighter, and then the guy comes to life. That's how you start your game.
That would be fun. That would be fun. I'm not gonna say there's something similar in the game because there's not, but there's something similar in the game.
Okay. So there's a lighter confirmed.
No.
Oh man, I thought I had it there, but thank you very much. Oh wait, did you want to promote like your channel is cdotkom?
Everyone knows me already. It's fine.
You're a celebrity on the Mario Matter. It's fine. Alrighty.
Well, there's only one spot. So.
Right. All his links down below, folks. I will see you all next Saturday for even more Nintendo goodness, and who knows, maybe a Star Fox game announcement recap. I'll see you all then. Adios!